Hello, everybody, and welcome to our quick presentation on discussion boards for our orientation. So when we're thinking about discussion boards and assignments, you've already watched a video on the importance of them, and you'll see lots of different discussion boards in your courses. Just wanted to take a few minutes and talk about what uh, this looks like. This is going to be a general overview. There'll be different expectations in different classes, but I wanted to take a few minutes to go through these discussion boards to think about what we're looking for. So, a good discussion board is an excellent scholarly post. So it will include a discussion, answering the prompt entirely, and then a PDF of an article attached to it. So you'll go to the databases and search in the database to find a relevant article to help you um, figure out how to uh, better understand the topic brought up or to answer a question, something like that. So you'll include the PDF as an attachment to the discussion board. And this allows us, as we're going through and your peers are reviewing the discussion post, it will allow them to know where your information came from and as well go to that literature and read it more closely for themselves. So that is a big part of the discussion board rubric that you'll see right here. Typically, we have postings due on Thursday, your first post, so your initial post and which is your response to our prompt that we've given you. Typically by Thursday evening is usually what we do. Times can vary based on the classes. And then you have to have two meaningful responses to other classmates by typically the next Monday at 8 a.m. So you'll do your initial posting by Thursday, and then everybody has until Monday to read the postings by other students and then come up with a scholarly response. So a scholarly response is not something like great job, good searching or something. It would be where you've clearly read their post, looked at their PDF article, and you are showing that you have done some critical thinking about how they've advanced the topic. You may ask some questions or bring in another article that either points to something similar or the opposite. That we really want you to show that you've kind of talked through it. So you can imagine an in-person discussion where somebody says several sentences about a topic and someone else in the discussion goes, "Yep, that sounds great. You did a good job." That is not a quality discussion, right? But if the other person says, "Well, have you thought about it this way?" Or in my institution, we do X, Y, and Z. Here's an article that supports this practice. How do you think you could incorporate that at your institution? Really having it be a conversation. To also receive credit, you have to complete credit. You have to make sure that you have referenced in APA style your discussion board article that you're posting. So that's really important because we don't want to be using other people's works without giving them appropriate citation. So that is an important part of the discussion board assignment. So looking at this next screen, this is an example of discussion board entries. If you want to take a second to pause this and review these, you're welcome to. So now that you've looked at these, I'd like to point out a couple of things. This first article talks about the different, brings in an article that's appropriately cited down here. It also talks about it's something that they've seen in their clinical practice, but backs it up with scientific data, with research, all that kind of stuff. And it is a cohesive sentence in a cohesive paragraph. This unacceptable one it starts out, pretty similarly. However, it gets into some biases about what older nurses do. It does not have any kind of references. It also gets a little bit too conversational. So remembering that you still need to write in a scholarly tone, we don't want to have bias, and any kind of claims that we make need to be backed up as well. I'm now going to click over to here and show you what a discussion board looks like. So they may look a little bit different from yours. So you'll see for this one is an example uh, is from an article that you would read. Um, and then there's a prompt here. So you would click add new discussion topic. You would type your topic name, and then you'd write your message here. I will point out to you that this advanced button is really helpful. So if you click here, it opens it in its own tab. So when you click on this advanced button, it gives you the capability to italicize things, to um, use bullet points, numbering, all of those different things. And so you're able to format things in APA format in this text box. Um, Other things that you can do, you can also drag and drop your files here, which if you're attaching your PDF, this is a great way to do it. And then you would click post to forum once it's all on there. This discussion subscription is a button that you can either click or unclick. What this does is that every time that someone posts in this discussion, you will get an email. So if that's something that helps you to keep up with them, you're welcome to use that, but you don't have to. So this is how we go about posting a discussion board. Thanks so much.